Jury selection still underway in New York City. This is in that manslaughter trial of Marine veteran Daniel Penny, whom you see here. Penny accused of placing a homeless man, Jordan Neely, in a deadly chokehold in this video on a New York City subway train back in May of 2023.
If convicted, he could face up to 19 years in prison. For more on the jury selection phase of the trial, it's not only sparked national headlines, it has polarized the city. You think of how New Yorkers commute, a lot of folks take the subway. Let's ask Michael Gottlieb, Eric Schwartzwhite, both about it, both criminal defense attorneys, and it's nice to see you. So according to the Associated Press, an initial group of 136 potential jurors were brought in on Monday, and nearly all of them had said that they'd heard of the case, which again is probably not surprising. This did make national news. By the end of the day, some 45 people were asked to return for the next stage in the screening on Friday. The rest were excused, and it will likely be days before these jurors are questioned about any beliefs or personal connections or life experiences that could impact their ability to serve fairly and impartially. Michael, does this surprise you that this is sort of the timeline we're facing in this case?
Oh, no, not at all. When you have a case like this, it's always difficult to pick a jury. The media attention to cases like this really infects the ability for an individual such as Penny to get a fair trial. And like you said, the city is divided. So people are talking about it. They're concerned for their safety, their security. The jurors who hadn't heard about it are talking in the hallways. It's always going to take a little extra time to select a fair and impartial jury when a case is so inflammatory such as this and people are so divided.
Eric, there was a statement put out. We'll play this for you. I think we have time for it. Penny's attorney, Daniel Penny, speaking on Monday after court adjourned for the day. Here's that.
It's a very important part of the trial, and we're happy to see that there's progress to getting to the truth in this case. We feel that the truth is only going to come out through this trial. There's a lot of evidence that people aren't aware of. There's a lot of assumptions that have been made that are going to be dispelled once we have all the evidence. And right now our job is to make sure that we have a fair and impartial jury that can give Danny a fair trial that he deserves.
And Eric, they've played this one pretty close to the vest, if you will, in terms of what will be brought up on the defense's part. Many say it's going to be subway crime they may focus on. Can you talk to what a successful defense would look like in this case, Eric?
Sean, good morning. Emma, good morning. They have two very competent, smart attorneys that are doing what they think is best. I mean, I'm not so sure they're exactly using the defense of self-defense, which is the defense they could use. This has been such a polarizing case for the nation, in particular in a more liberal city in a state like New York. Most people in Newark have ridden the subways. They know about the crime rate. The FBI's released statistics. They've experienced being in that subway. There's a saying that the police were seconds away but took minutes to get there. And it was a 6-minute chokehold in this case, but people feel like, this is the case is about mentally ill. Is it about race? Remember, there was another individual that held back Jordan Neely, who happened to be a black male. He wasn't charged in this case. Mr. Neely was a black male. We have a veteran, decorated Marine. Did he go too far? So what's going on here in this case with this jury selection and what the attorneys want to accomplish is to try and get a fair and impartial jury and make sure that they can put aside any biases, any preconceived notions that they have, because this is such a polarizing case, and get jurors that can just listen to the facts.
Right, absolutely. It's expected to last about 6 weeks, so a week in, and we still don't have a set jury. We'll keep watching it, though. It's just a fascinating case. Michael Gottlieb, Eric Schwartzwhite, thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you, guys.